Now it's working. I have to wait for it to come up saying live. We're live and Does Football Star. Welcome, I've just joined. We're live yet again. Brought to you by Fan Vibe for your United travelling to Southampton. Your Southampton versus Manchester United live preview. Thank you very much for joining. If you have just joined, Liam Martin, thanks for joining. If you have joined, please drop a like, very much appreciated. It's Donald Johnson from Middlesbrough, North East of England tonight. Welcome. If you've joined, and thank you for joining as well, drop a like if you haven't already done so. Get your comments and your predictions in the live chat. And obviously, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe down below. Go follow Daz's FS on Fan Vibe. I was going to try and put the link in the description, but wouldn't let me for some reason. I don't know why that was why that's the case, because normally Southampton are a very strong quality team, but this season they've struggled, especially against some of the lower teams as well. Fulham, for example, obviously their last game, and see him going probably by the end of the year. And I know in your case you'll want that to happen. But, you know, they haven't had the best of starts this season, and this is the type of game that United would expect to win. Wolves are 1-0 up against Cardiff, and that doesn't help Southampton in any shape or form. Although, no, actually does, because if Cardiff won, they would be above yous. So, like I said, it's, you know, it's not going well. Oohing, I don't know what that's all about. My prediction's 2-0, says Liam Martin to United. United 2-0. He seems to be doing very well. We are joined by a guest. Not sure, he won't be on for very long, I know that for a fact, because he said he has to go and do something in this, that and the other. But yeah, I'd like to welcome on the channel. I don't know if it's your debut or whether you've been on before, but I know you haven't been on much. Well, welcome to a Southampton fan. Yep, I've got an opposition fan on the stream for once, which it's nice, it makes a change. So welcome to Adam Smith. How are you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm alright, mate. So very quickly, obviously you said you have to go about 22, but it's about 38 minutes past. Your score prediction, you said, was a 2-1 win to Manchester United, so I can tell you're not confident. By the way, there's no watch-along because there's no watch-alongs tomorrow. I'm going to be out at the Riverside Stadium recording the Borough vlog, so that's why I'm not going to be watching the United game. But according to looking at your prediction, 2-1 United, and I know you've not been confident under Mark Hughes, but your confidence hasn't changed at all, has it?
No. It's not good. Basically, they're 2-1 performance. We're doing a bit better with scoring recently, but the defences seem to then, because we must have been focusing in training, just getting the ball in the back of the net, lads. But it hasn't really worked. Well, it has worked a bit, but they seem to have forgotten how to defend as well. So we're basically in the same position as we were a few games ago.
I mean, if I was a Southampton fan, I'd probably, yeah, you'll probably take a point out of this game if you get it. But I think Southampton, they'll probably have a better chance of winning than us. Because you look at our form in the Premier League, it's been absolutely appalling. We've lost against small teams, like we dropped points against Wolves. We've lost against a couple of poor teams, Brighton and stuff. Southampton's one of the teams where we could lose and we could get a draw. I won't have time on Monday probably, but like I say, I mean, you probably have a better chance of winning, because our defence is lazy, and unless it's Eric Baldwin, you probably haven't got a chance. But your shooting form's improving. You just, you know, you're not putting in the telling touch and stuff in the games, especially against lower teams. And United are known for losing against teams like Southampton, and you know, I think you've got a pretty good, you know, a pretty good record of scoring against United at times. So I do think it'll be tough, but I think you've probably got a better chance of winning it than us for some reason. But I've still gone for 2. I've still got 1-0. Liam Martin says our form's been cack. You mean? Yeah, that's what I said. I'm sure I said that, but. yeah, just a bit of a boost up for you there. You've probably got better chance of winning it than us. But, yeah. Who for you, out of the Saints team, Logan Beaton's just joined, he says 1-0 Southampton, Liverpool fan. I did actually forget he was a Liverpool fan. All Liverpool fans will want us to lose, but that's fair enough. I still... oh dear. Who for you in the Southampton team is the biggest threat for United?
Well, I mean, last game, Stuart Armstrong got 2, so he can be a threat from midfield.
Am I right in thinking that's the guy who played for Celtic?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that's what it was.
If Elyounoussi, the signing, gets in form, he should. If he plays well against United, you should be a bit worried because he played very well against City in the Champions League last season.
Mm-hmm.
But and obviously on his day, Gabbiadini can be a threat, but he doesn't have his day very often.
Yeah, I think you've struggled. I think you struggled without Gabbiadini. I think last season Gabbiadini was one of those players who, he was one of the star men for you, and I do think it's a shame that he doesn't get the chance to play. When obviously look at what he did for you last season. I mean, he got you some important goals. Got you 2 vital goals in the Carabao Cup final against United. Not last season. 2 seasons ago. You know, he is the main threat for Southampton. I think if Mark Hughes played him a bit more, I think you'd get a couple of goals and you'd probably get some wins out of him. But as I say, that's the risk. That's the where things go with managers.
That's why Mark Hughes doesn't do it, because he's not a good manager.
Yeah, I think Shane Long. Does Shane Long still play for you?
He comes on he's a good subs player just because he's fast and he puts the work in. But
so he's basically a star substitute or whatever you call him.
Yeah.
Super sub. That's it. I'm looking here. Mark Hughes, right?
But yeah.
This will be interesting for you. Mark Hughes is, but people will look at the games that we have ahead of us and say it's a huge challenge. Who have you got in the next couple of games?
We got Spurs and then Cardiff.
Oh dear.
And then Huddersfield.
No, Logan and Liam are having arguments between United and Liverpool and stuff.
Okay.
Where are you in the league? 7th. Liam says, who lost in midweek? Could go out with the Champions League group. That's so funny that you got smashed in the final and then you can't get past the group. You couldn't beat PSG. At least we won once. Oh, God. I'm just keeping this... Keep it. I'm not getting involved in this. He says, well, actually, maybe we need to do it the hard way, and that's the position that we are in. Oh, dear. We're not going to be faced by the challenge, and we're going to give it a real go. United at home will always get our supporters up and ready to go against them. I think that's all he said. Yeah. Thoughts on that at all? Doesn't really show anything, to be honest with you. He's just it's mainly just talking about that they're going to give United a real go, which is something good to see from a team who are obviously in your case in the bottom 3. But who knows? Rasmus A and Yash, thanks for joining the stream. Please drop a like. I haven't already done so. Very much appreciated. Stop the arguments in the live chat. I don't want it to be a bloody... This is supposed to be a preview, not a debate. Anyways, enough of that. Jose says... Jose's kept it nice and small. In December, we can focus just on the Premier League. We need points. Yes, because we don't have the Champions League, I don't think. We want to improve our position in the table. We want to close the gap to the top 4. We want to be smelling those positions. Well, I don't know how you can smell 4th place. Salty. Yeah, well, right. Enough for the arguments between United and Liverpool. Keep them to yourself and not in the live chat. Thank you. Bosma says, it's an away game. We tend to get lucky playing away and sometimes perform well too. Get your predictions, by the way, in the live chat. If you haven't already done so, Rasmus and Diash, if you have not already done so. Language in the live chat's not allowed either. Nothing seems to be working for Southampton at the moment, according to Lowell's prediction, whoever this is. I think one of the guys from a pundit says nothing seems to be working for Southampton at the moment, and although Manchester United are hardly firing on all cylinders, I still expect them to be too strong for Southampton. That depends on which defence we play. If we play defence like Phil Jones and stuff, then I think you've got a very good chance of beating us. If we play Bailey and Lindelof, you've got no chance. But having said that, I mean, it's pretty much the same with Villa, isn't it? It's like we've got United have a solid defence but have a pretty crap attack. But with Southampton, they've got a pretty decent attack, but a pretty lazy defence. Well, it depends on who plays, really. Yash says 3-0 United. I don't think it would be that comprehensive, but thank you very much anyway. I just need to put Saints v MUFC. Do you need to go yet, or are you able to stay for a minute?
Probably have. I could probably go till 10 to, so like 3 minutes.
Alright. Well, whilst you haven't got that long left, but let me just go for the head-to-heads. Southampton have gone 5... Oh, I've noticed the Streamlabs connections going up and down. Southampton have gone 5 league and cup games without a win against United, losing 3 of them. Saints are winless in the last 10 home meetings in all competitions, losing 8. Last 10. Last victory over United was in 2003 when James Beattie got a 88-minute winner. Huh? Wait, no. That's wrong. Didn't you beat us at Old Trafford, Charlie Austin?
Oh.
I'm sure you beat us at Old Trafford a couple of seasons ago.
Oh, yeah, I remember Tadic scored and then took his shirt off.
I thought it was Charlie Austin who scored.
No, I think it was the season before Charlie Austin joined, when we came 7th in the 14-15.
So that's a lie, because they beat us in it might have been 2015, it might have been or something like that. You beat us. Well, you definitely beaten us. 88 minute. United have come from behind to beat Southampton 8 times in the Premier League. The only time I remember really that is Van Persie, 2013. Joined high in the competition. Lukaku's winner in last season's corresponding fixture is the only goal scored in the past 3 league meetings. But yeah. Gabbiadini and Austin are kind of in form. No, she just joined stream as well. My fans, thanks for joining stream. I didn't realise you joined, but thank you for joining. Please drop a like if you haven't already done so, guys. Very much appreciated. And can we stop all this stuff about... Oh, no, I was going to say that. Never mind. That's all gone now. Fan stand. What would he say? What did he say? 2-0? Sorry if you hear him squeaking. It's the table. Rasmus A says, my heart says 3-0. My head says 0-0. Between the two, I will choose my heart's prediction. 3-0. I'm surprised people are going for comprehensive victories. I think 1-0 be the most. Same as young boys. I think Southampton probably keep us out. I mean, your goalkeeper, Fraser Foster, is it?
Alex McCarthy now.
Well, it used to be Fraser Foster.
Yeah.
You're not doing too well in the league, but that's probably down to his down to the defence, I think.
Yeah, he's played all right.
Do you think the main reason why you've conceded so many goals this season is because of the defence, or do you think it's all down to McCarthy?
Well, honestly, I'd almost be leaning to say it's neither of them, because I think on paper, because we've got 2 decent fullbacks, Vestergaard, who was okay, and a few other players we can choose from who aren't as good, but I just think it's the coaching they haven't been working on how to deal counter-attack, especially. We're very against Watford when we went to match, we were very weak off counter attacks. They had so many chances from the counter, so I think the coaching hasn't adapted to how other teams have been playing against us this season. So the defence isn't brilliant, but I think it's not down to them as much as it's down to like the staff basically, or how they're working.
Yeah. I'm just putting something in here.
Yeah, I'll probably have to go now if that's okay.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for coming on, mate.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me.
No problem. Hopefully I might be able to get you on the report.
Cheers, bye.
Yep. Cheers. So he's had to disappear because he had something to do. Told you, yeah, Charlie Austin at Old Trafford, 2016. I was right. Yeah, can we not have this United-Liverpool debate in the live chat? Because it's a United preview, it's not a Liverpool-United debate. Yeah, thank you to ADM23 for coming on. Obviously, he's had to disappear because he had some stuff to do. He did tell me about that before the stream started. Tadic scored as well, and thanks. No problem, mate. Cheers for coming on. Keep getting your predictions in the live chat as well whilst you're here. So, Southampton starts. Southampton win this in the past 9 league games. Yeah, I know. We're having a nice chat debate. Yeah, but I don't want, because it's starting to go on and on. I'll be honest with you, I don't like on and on debates. That's why I don't watch the debate on Sky Sports. I'm not really into debates, but yeah, just saying I don't want it to keep going on saying now Liverpool this, that and the other cack and stuff, and United this, that and cack and this, that, and yeah. Just letting you know that. Southampton win this in the last 9 league games. Obviously drawn 4 and losing 5. Saints are only one there. When I get my teeth in. Saints are only one of only 2 Premier League clubs yet to win at home this term. The other being Crystal Palace. Their only victory in 17 home league matches came against Bournemouth in April. Southampton have lost a league high 10 points from winning position so far this season. Mark Hughes has just won only 3 of his 21 league games in charge of Southampton. It's for the saddos who want to watch the debate. Lol. Nick Mill says, thank you very much for joining. Hughes is unbeaten in his last 4 matches against Jose Mourinho, winning 1, drawing 3. Not a great sign. United have won 4 and lost 1 the last 6 matches in all competitions. Defeat in December would equal their Premier League club record of 7 away losses within the calendar year. United have conceded 5 goals in the opening 15 minutes, a joint league high with Leicester, Fulham, Cardiff. Red Devils have a negative goal difference after 13 games of a top flight form campaign for the first time since 1977 to 78. 4 of Manchester United's last 5 Premier League goals away from home have all been scored by Anthony Martial, and he's the one I think is going to score tomorrow. Lukaku has scored 4 Premier League goals at St Mary's against Southampton in his career, so one of the clubs that he likes to play against. Liam says, Washford and Lukaku will score tomorrow. I think, who do you think will score for us? I've just said Anthony Martial, and I think it'll be 1-0. Keep getting your comments in the live chat, guys. We're going to end the stream pretty shortly anyway. It won't be live for very long, because there's not that much to really talk about. But I do think that I think the main thing for United is just to try and climb up the table as far as we can go and see where we end up at the end of Christmas. Because it's not a very easy month for us. We've got Liverpool obviously next, I think that's next week. Don't know. Yash says Lukaku, Tony Martial and Pogba Washford says, Wasmus, that's Yash. Wasmus says, Lukaku hasn't scored for how long, I can't remember. So, next couple of games, we have Southampton tomorrow. Then we are at home to Arsenal on Wednesday night. Typical it being Wednesday night when I have a dress rehearsal for something that I'm doing, so I won't be back home till about 9:30, and by then, the match is probably finished by then. 8th of December, home to Fulham. Won't be able to do that one anyway, as I'll be in Newcastle. Wednesday the 12th, we're against Valencia in the Champions League. Oh, stop making it a Wednesday night, because I cannot do Wednesday nights. I wish to know that, because Wednesday I have another bloody dress rehearsal for what I'm doing. What are you going to do? The Bayern report as an upload. The Bayern report's going to be an upload. Bowl report is going... No, Bowl report is going to be part of the vlog. So I'm doing the Bowl report as part of the vlog. And the United report's probably going to be live. Are you confident about the Arsenal game? Not at the minute. It would have to depend on how we play against Southampton for me. 16th of December, Liverpool away. That's where we'll get a 0-0 draw again, because Liverpool don't beat us at all for some reason at the minute. Cardiff on 22nd, which we should win, but we have a habit of losing that. 22nd, are we at home that day? I don't think we're at home that day. Boxing Day, United were at home to Huddersfield, but Borough were at home that time as well. And Sunday the 30th, home to AFC Bournemouth. Let me just check that Borough are not at home on any of them days. Yeah, I think with this game, with December's a tough one for us. It's been a long day. Fridays are normally long for me. I think it's a question of just winning the game. Showing that we are a team who can actually possibly reach the top 5, top 4 in the league. I think the title's out. Sanchez is out with a hamstring injury. He could be out for up to 6 weeks. Well, I'll be honest with you, he doesn't have all anyway. Liam says the first half will be cack, and we'll probably come out firing in the second half, score 2 or maybe 1 or maybe 3. Doubt we'll score 3, because our strikers and that are cacked sometimes. Rasmus says, I am mixed, kind of confident because of how often we win against Arsenal, but I'm not confident at the same time as it's a home match and we are crap at home. Yeah, I replaced the S word with crap. So in basic terms, in Rasmus terms, it's cack with a capital S. David De Gea, United activate a 1-year extension on David De Gea's contract. Now, whether that's going to happen, no action over Mourinho's celebration against Young Boys. I'm surprised he didn't get sent off, because normally you're not allowed to throw bottles around. But it's who would you want us to sign in January? Some more tackers. The issue is that Jose Mourinho is looking at getting rid of Bailey and Marcus Rojo and bringing in possibly Skunier and Koulibaly. But the thing is, we wouldn't be able to even afford them. So I just want to sign more than 2 people. But for me, you know, it's 7th in the league against 18th, and Southampton really struggled in the league so far. They seem to find the Premier League a tough season this season. They're a team that at the minute could be going into the Championship. Bailey, Rojo, Darmian to leave. Thing is, they're two of our... that's Bailey gone. That's our big defender. If he goes, I think we're dead. I'd say replace Lindelof in January for Koulibaly. Lindelof and Bailey's the best combination. I would say take out Phil Jones, because he's as useful as the window cleaners. And take out Rojo and replace them with those. We do need a right back though. That's the issue. It is 7th against 18th. Southampton on 8 points from a possible 39. United 21 points from a possible 39. Now, that score's almost as good as what my performing arts quiz was the other week, which I got 23 out of 38, which wasn't bad. Couple of comments coming in. Some rumours that David De Gea is not going to extend the contract because of how Sanchez's wages are. De Gea wants more, to be blunt. If Sanchez is paid 500 quid, De Gea should be paid 500 billions. Well, you couldn't afford that. Sanchez to leave too. I hope he does. Rasmus says Sanchez is going beep all compared to oh, you mean doing compared to David De Gea. Yash says waste of salary for Sanchez. Yeah, he shouldn't have even came. Liam says Lindelof is cack and so is Jones is cack. Jones is as useful as the window cleaners. Funniest joke I've ever heard. Ipswich are in town. Yeah, Nick, I already knew you were here. Thanks for joining again. Doing, yeah, I knew that. I knew what you meant, Rasmus. I'm thinking. I thought it didn't make sense. So a couple of players that are out is obviously Alexis Sanchez. He won't be playing. Thank God. I don't like him. Questions on whether De Gea is going to play or whether Lee Grant will face Southampton. We need to play a strong team. Will Rashford start? I think I'm watching Solihull moves against Blackpool, says OB Productions. Thanks for joining, by the way, the Blades fan. What's the score, by the way, for Solihull moves? Does anyone know? Ipswich going down to League One. Nick, who knows? Football's a funny old game. A couple of players. If I was going to do a predicted lineup, if I can find some like spare paper to write on. Actually, write it on the back again. Do it on the back of it. Who's winning? I don't know. However, Mata Pereira all ending contracts, so they may all leave. Well, we're going to end up with no team. Wolves are 1-0 up at half time. Boo, Liam, come up with something new to say. Liam says no Blackpool. By the sounds of it, it's probably a cack game. From what I was told, Solihull Moors had a goal disallowed. From what it said, I'm going to just write down my predicted lineup. So if you want to put your predicted lineup in the live chat, by the way, do not delete it. But you can put your predicted lineup in there if you want. So I'm going to go. It's going to be the 4-3-3, isn't it? I think Valencia's available. I'm just writing down my predicted lineup. How old am I, Daz? I'm 16. I know I'm gaff. I think I'm older than you. Man United lineup 8-1-1. Park the bus method, Nick. Really? Yep, it's Bowen. Yes, that's right. Well, oh, cack, I didn't even know they were alive. I'd like to see an upset. Solihull moves a cack anyway. I've just had an email. That's my email notification. Yeah, you can't miss it. I'll use ding 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 ding. Oh no, people have said I look older. People say I look about 18. Rasmus says you make me feel old, does it? I didn't even think... I think you're in your 20s, are you? I don't think you're that old, really. I know OB Productions, I think, she's younger than me, but I don't know. Yeah, I am actually 16. I was born 2002. Fred Potter... So, you probably can't read half of this, but if I do it upside... No, I can't do it upside down. So my predicted lineup here, as you probably can't see, or whether you can't see, is a 4-3-3 usual. David Eringo, back four, Eric Bailey, Smalling, Shaw and Dalot, because I think Dalot will probably start. Three in front, Pogba, Matic and Fred. Three up front, Martial. Lukaku I think will play, because... you know what he's like. Who was it? And Mata. That's my predicted lineup. So not a bad lineup. I mean, I'd happily have a lineup. I would rather have. I went for Lukaku because normally Lukaku gets played. I'd rather see. Thingy. How old is Owen? 8. So many live streams tonight. Yeah. OB Productions says you're way younger. I'm 11. I thought you were younger than me. Owen is not 8. Owen is actually 23. Yeah, Owen's 23. If it's Owen Richards, you're on about 23. Liam says I'm 14. Yeah, I know that. Yash says I'm twice your age. Oh God, I didn't realise you were 31. I didn't realise you were 31 when you said twice your age. Quick maths. Why don't you post Liam Martin? Yash says Fred to start. Yeah, I think Fred will start. Because a lot of people have said that Fred is actually decent. Fred's actually decent, and I felt he played very well. I felt he played pretty decent against. I felt he did okay against. I felt he did okay against. Against I forgot the name, Young Boys. So that's why I think he'll probably start again. You would do good videos. Yep. Blah de blah. Can't be asked to post. Liam Martin says 32. Actually, no. It's not exactly 32 because Yash said he's almost twice your age. So he's not twice my age. So he's nearly 32, but he's 31, I think. Rashford Jawara, thanks for joining the stream. Please drop a like if you've done. So if you haven't got your predictions in, please do. Obviously, your predictions are open in the comment section as well till 17:30 tomorrow evening. Same time as the ball one closes. 4-0 United. Okie dokie. I'm exactly twice his age. I didn't even realise you were 32, Rasmus. I thought you were only in your 20s because I was going to say you don't sound like you're in your 30s. You sound young 20s. 1-0 United says OB Productions. Are you on about us or are you on about Sheffield? Good afternoon, Miles Lewis. Thanks for joining. I'll have to try and get onto one of your... I'll have to try and get onto one of OB Productions' previews. Because I know Sheffield United's a team that I know a bit about at times. I'll have to try and get him on sometime. Probably when Sheffield United actually plays. 1-0 United. Crazy Bit Game, thanks for joining as well. Crazy Bit Game has gone for 2-0. That's not how you spell Southampton. What do you mean it's not how you spell Southampton? No, Southampton are nicknamed the Saints. I put Saints for short. Saints v United. They nicknamed the Saints versus United, so that's why I put it as Saints. I wasn't sure I wasn't sure about that there. Then I realised Saints, not Southampton. 2-0. Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about in the live chat? If you want to, is there anything you want me to talk about United and stuff? No. I'm changing my name to the Shoreham Boy. I know UFF Alive. Changing my name to the Shoreham Boy. I'm sure there's a channel called the Shorehams or something like that. We can use talk about Wayne Rooney. Can we? Because Rooney doesn't play for United. Put in the live chat which player or players do you not want to see in tomorrow's lineup? Sorry, the stream's gone a bit. Yeah. Let me know which player or players you don't want to see in the United lineup tomorrow. And why? That'd be an interesting one. Me, Sanchez, Lukaku, and Matic. Matic isn't very good. Lukaku and Sanchez both, they're as useful as the Sanchez and Sanchez and Lukaku was useful as a wet fart, and that's my reason. Matic slows us so much, says Yash, so he doesn't want Matic either. Yep, totally agree about that. One step beyond. And I'm mad, okay. Matic is the one whom I don't want to see in United shirt ever again. Mario Fanson says, hi mate, I'm going live at 9:30. Crazy Peter Gamer says, Jesse Lingard's the worst ever player he's seen at United. I felt Lingard, he has struggled this season, and I think last season as well, but that's probably down to Jose Mourinho. I mean, he used to be pretty decent, but since Jose Mourinho was manager, I think it's down to Jose Mourinho's tactics for that. And he doesn't get played a lot, so that's why. Orby Production says, useful as a wet fart. Yeah. Listen, this has been a very entertaining stream. Thank you all very much for joining. A couple of points just before we do end. United Fanstan says, what are your thoughts on Sanchez being out injured? It's good because he does absolutely naff all. So there's my report on this. Yeah, to start later on. So don't forget to watch. I won't be obviously live tomorrow till obviously I get back from the Borough game, and obviously I'll be doing the report on the Borough vlog. I'll be recording the Bayern Munich report, and then later on tomorrow night will be your Southampton versus Manchester United report. Should be interesting. My fan stand, I'll probably join you for that if you're taking guests on it. But yeah, thank you all for joining. It has been an entertaining stream, and good to get some of the neutrals in the stream as well, because there was some neutrals. Arsenal always used to moan about Alexis. Well, we moan about him now. But yeah, 8 likes on the stream. Thanks very much, guys. Drop a like if you haven't already done so. How long do I live from the riverside? Just down there, pretty much about 5 minute, about 5 minute drive, which takes about 15 minutes because of the traffic. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Drop a like. I'll be in the live chat for about the next 2 minutes. Drop a like, get your comments in the comment section down below. Predictions are open till kick-off tomorrow, and we'll see you all later on. Thank you very much for joining. Oh, forgot to. Just realised it's still live.